The captains are taking their sweet time here, so.
They are waiting. They are in team one right now. Janssen with the exclamation mark poker catch. Deadly the EV has already escaped.
Oh, there they are.
Hello, hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello, hello.
Mic check at testimony.
The
Mic
time
check,
was
mic
indeed
check.
sweet.
Yes, yes, should be fine.
Nano, too good for you. تجلدوش, alright? Please,
لا لا
behave.
لا لا لا. عندي actually a very important question عليك.
Oj, oj.
Leon, I have a very important question for you. Before
Alright.
before we start off, before I ask questions to both of you, why do you find Leona sexy?
Mela. Għara. Bil-Malti u Inglis. Issa, kif
Lim
nixtiequ?
trid, lim trid, l-ewwel li tisprimi ruħek bil-mod li trid.
Ħanejtek. Bil-Malti ġejja. Għanda ċertu variazzjoni tal-skins. Hekk.
Mm.
Fej ċertu parti jingixfu. Nista' ngħidha di on stream. Ma nafx
Il-pool party, jo.
Le,
Il-pool party.
Aj, vera, fil-mostik, vera, vera, tiġi bil-bikini.
Kiku jgħet il-melli ħar ir-redisin. U nara. Mux
Ajna,
ħajta
hello.
biexu. Nela ħlaħu. Naqli bila xie żewġ bagels u dak kollu.
Awa bil-bagels, mux bil-bagels inklaqwa.
Le, mux minn hemm ħallik minn hemm.
Mela, issa, Jan follow-up question bazata fuq di. Who do you think is the sexiest league champ?
U għet najtkellmu fuq pixels, tajja ħasra minn.
Ek ma tatitx risposta, ħajkolli bżon nħodlok l-answer pala any. U f'dak il-kas ħajkolli bżon nċempel il-sabbiru li huwa fil-fat polizija biex jaġġestak.
Oh my god.
Da biru pulizija u jilab ċowgat ma nafx.
Għandi l-iktar constable.
I mean, hemm ħafna, I mean, ipinġuhom biex jidru sbieħu, I guess, imma like, ma nafx salaqbat ngħidlek, sorry. Tipo,
Għabba jgħan, daw safe responses mux tajdin on stream.
għamumu, men, għax min jafxem taħt dawk il-bandages.
Oh, ejja, come on, Jansen, come on.
Dir risposta, kolli bżon nibat il-pulizija ħabib tagħna zambiru fid-dar tiegħek.
Leblanc, għax you get 2 for 1, no, tipo special.
Ok, għal-qas, fair enough, fair enough.
Sija jansi.
Asja.
4 is better than 2. So, naqblu. Ġin jaqbel, zgur.
No idea what you're talking about, but okay. Mela bina għandek mistoqsija wara li.
Le, compliant, man.
Oh, sorry. Isma l-istri.
Ġas kulħadd waqaf jitkellem, mela.
Għamlu barbecue.
Mela. Any thoughts about the upcoming game? Griffin, kif tħosskom? How are you feeling prepared? Lesti biex tagħmlu logħba tajba kontu Horizon?
Naħseb kieku kontu saqsu li l-ewwel logħba meta tagħna fit-tournament ngħidlek li huwa konfidenti, imma naħseb tipo l-aktar team li underperformja naħseb fit-tournament s'issa. Ngħidlek. Għax nemmen li kapaċi ħafna iktar milli qed nagħmlu ma at the moment tipo meħlin. Specialment tipo min jilab fejn. Imma
Rajta, jien rajtek li inti palissa Mr. Worldwide tilab kull lejn.
Jiena l-qaħba ta' team, labt mid, labt stop. Ġej jungle issa, kif initially bdejna, tipo ma jiena mhux jungle main so. Nara naqra ħela, ma ħadd fil jista' jilagħba so fuck it.
Jekk nista' ngħid bħal-organizer jekk tipo terbħu kull logħba minn issa l-qoddim, forsi titilfu waħda, you're still qualifying for top 8.
Ekkettilhom, jiena kettilhom, ta' apparti forsi il-logħba kontra Horizon u forsi anke taħu fil-Warriors għax itnejn intom sejrin tajbin. Għandna erba' logħbiet.
Dik deserta ta' ma nafx hekk tafx, il-waffle hija deserta.
Le, waffles vera tajbin, man. Bin-Nutella.
U lemons u x'naf jiena.
Waffles.
Però vera għandu raġun il-bino, il-waffles tajbin.
Waffles vera huma tajbin, naqbel ukoll. Ma jien personalment għedit pancake mill-Burger Zinc jan. Għanżom jirek dik. Horizon kif qed inħossnu kontra Griffin illum.
Jiena dejjem l-istess kontra kull team, sodisfani kontra like oħti times 5 fuq 5 PCs. Xorta ħanosni like nervus sa kemm il-logħba tlesti, so Like, why not dejjem nħu għosna ligi għal-loba tuża ħafna moħħok. So, like, tispiċċa, you know, just in-game tittoqgħod taħseb ħafna. So, dejjem ikun jisni ftit nervuż mhux għax nibża ma ġistax il-logħba tirrikjedi li tuża moħħok ħafna, mbagħad, you know, forsi f'nofs logħba nirrelax ftit. Jew
Ansieta leading to the game naqa you stress, ħagġielek tipprova tilha paħjarek qed nifmesew.
Yeah, just stay on my toes tipo, mux ma torqodx, ma mux autopilotek, taffajtek.
Ifhem, tuża jew moħħok jew il-keyboard u għax toqgħod tiflejm jan-nies.
Ejdilhom bina.
Ġili fl-istess ħin, you know? ċertu momenti fej like bras nibdanti għal-keyboard.
True.
Għazin.
Issa l-aħħar mistoqsija lejkom it-tnejja billi son nitlu fi-draft. Irrid nistaqsikom bħala żewġ teams għax it-tnejn li intkom għamiltuha jew qed tidhru li ħadd tagħmlu xi ħaġa bħala. What are your thoughts on you know, subbing in, bringing in new players? X'kienet speċi l-idea? Għanibdew bi Horizon.
Yes.
I mean, kien sab ma like qed fuq il-main roster u temna ma ġiex naħat u suppost alright. Ifhem, li dejqitni naqra li kien hemm jekk ma nafx għal min qed jisma' forsi qed naraw il-kaboċċi labu bi player li ġieli jkun parti minn Universi ġieli għax bħalissa jatsab imma il-raġunament tiegħi kienet bħala organizer kont ħaniklef 4 matches meta kaboċċi kienu diġà kellhom 2 weeks off basically. F'temp ma' teams kollha li kienu ħajlabu u kollha tawn il-go ahead għax kieku ma kontx naddija. So laqisni kind of I was in nista saqsejna kulħadd u kulħadd qal okej. Għatiju noqgħod nisforza ħafna u niklef ċans ta' 4 lobbiet ma' team li diġà qiegħed delayed jew nipprovaw mmexxu dik kienet id-deċiżjoni. Però
Smajtu għasew, dinja ħaġa agreement ta' mhux biss bejn l-organizer imma bejn anki t-teams li jelabu kontra.
Ma omx fil naqbad nħabbat rasi mal-keyboard ta' imma by next event xi ħaġa rridu nirranġaw kif jaħdmu l-schedule, rridu nillimitaw ċertu affarijiet oħra u anke t-timeline ukoll.
For the first event, it's very successful.
Yes, I mean, dik ukoll ħaġa li żammetni tajjeb għax ħadd u hija tipo, I mean, ma xejn perfett. Tipo, I'm sure li jekk I can put a bandage over something u xorta taħdem kind of. Let's do it.
Mela, Griffin, ek tatina għadeja fuq il-changing the rosters, jien rajtu koll li possibly you are thinking about introducing a new player fil-komp, anke tużaħ mux ek bussab imma pala to mix around. X'nu l-idea fuq?
Għalli li l di, ma nafx minn fejġiet. Għalt ma semmejna, like ġeneralment għalt ma semmejta jena għajtek, tipo, ma nafx għallu l-oħrajn. Imma fil-sens li jena u f'temt ma kolħat li aħna l-ħamsa ħanibqawx, tipo l-ewwel ħaġa, speċjalment ma' Thomas u CJ, l-ewwel ħaġa sirna ħbib, so huma żgurek u ovvjament Jordan u Ryan, tipo minniex ħanpartatom, I mean at this stage u like bdejni għan nispiċaw fl-imkien, naslu fejn naslu, tipo ġast importanti li at this point nispiċaw fl-imkien. Imma kena disagreements, tipo kważi kull logħba, ikonna disagreements, għax stajna namlu hekk, imma tipo wara l-logħba faċli tgħid stajt tagħmel, tipo mhux ngħidlek.
Hindsight hija 2020.
Check. Imma tipo ovvjament kif dejjem qed jiena f'da tournament jiena Jansin daħħalni, tipo ma kellix team, ma kontx ħanidħol li Jansin qalli tipo hemm team għandhom midlaner mhux jungle ma insomma. Li hemm bżonn li tipo qalli li hemm 2 tajbin u hekk fil-bidu veru hekk dejna, imma telqonna żewġ players din li ma nafhomx jiena, telqonna 2 kien telqonna wieħed għax ma setax, tipo u wieħed għax qalli tipo tjarana tajjeb u għala ħajtlaq. U naħseb jew seħitna għax kollox li kontra ġejjed bħalissa ma hawnhekk għadna fimt.
Mistoqsija issa, are you able to break the curse jew għal-inqas timprovjaw forsi anke jekk mhux għaddattu nemel ta' wara?
Diki issa, tipo issa nħallu ta' tournamenti għaddi naraw fejn nistgħu naslu u ġast naraw fejn aħna. Again, jiena nibqa' ngħid li fejn aħna it is not justifiable bħala individual skill. Dik is good. issa pala team fejn aħna ħaqna, naħseb jiena. Imma hopefully għat-tournament li ġej. Nibqaw l-istess, so just hopefully we'll just get better by playing more games, I guess. No? Pal kulħadd.
Tajjeb, mela gentlemen xajsir l-erba.
Iwa,
Good luck
iwa.
għall-lob ta'kom.
Nishtiq najdu thank you ma la għedina u koll, la hibru t-tappax. In ġenerali, accetta challenge u like kien xaħat li kelli, like kiku minnajru ma kienx jisir il-team basically, so. U he kept it together anka ma ta' kellhom daw il-problemi. U xorta sabu like il-kuraċ li parteċipaw fl-istess ħin. Hopefully miex just negative experience by the end, like l-argument xewek ma, yeah, hopefully xaħġa tajba toħroġ minna.
Eżatt. Good luck, għanzi
Good luck. Ciao, ciao. Mr. Good.
Ciao, Lico.
Ciao, Albino.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, nice interview, guys.
Ciao, ciao. U issa ejja nibdew id-draft. Ek nistan ġib invite jart ġolloba, bino.
Ija, ta' għadni laqasim xiet, tini ċans. Mela. X'ismek, bro?
Nano attack.
Menx friend, għansidek. Mela. US, to naħseb.
EUS.
Alright.
As a wild dusk clock does appear in the chat, exclamation mark poker catch. You don't own that ball. Okay. Mandix il-bajt, jgħidli il-poker.
M'għandekx il-bajt, man. Faqaħħom l-okjanzi, man.
Unlucky.
Mela.
Jansen. Mela, Horizon kontra Griffin. Ovvjament, ħankunet kollox. Pala fan predictions, Griffin giant underdog. Palissa l-Pickems edin 13-1. Horizon to Griffin. We'll see. Eżatti. Xħajġri minn dil-loba if Griffin can at least, if not win, put up a good fight.
Yes. We are always rooting for the underdogs. And I think this is not an exception, so let's see what Griffin can do.
Horizon għandhom il-blue side kontra Griffin's red side. Griffin today going to be playing 2 red sides back to back. We'll see how that affects and how they will try to pick both in draft and play the game in the actual loba. Ħanejt ċaw l-nanna, says Anselm. Anselm, a man of the people and a man of the old people as well.
Il-lemon mawx bħalu.
And the unrights toilet. Klili dan qed jara naqa' brain rot fuq YouTube.
Toilet, skippity toilet, bro.
Eżatti. Mela. Eżatti xħajġri Horizon kontra Griffin. We are currently waiting for the actual draft to start. Sa dak il-ħin naqa predictions ħajġri. Xed tistenna ħaj joħroġ minn dawn l-lob, naqa picks, edna għan kitġet, naraw xjaħsbu n-nis xejn tażel. Jiena, Horizon ma nafx kemm ħajħalluha open, imma I would be excited to see some spicy picks from the side of Griffin. Ħalli laqqas jibla loba interessanti. Forsi loba.
I think Shen is going to get banned straight away, so...
Marja predicting Leona for Anselm to distract the enemy bil-curves.
Leona. Anselm is the coach, le.
Dak huwa il-jungler ukoll.
Oh, really? Okay.
Anselm huwa too good for you.
Alright. Yeah, alright. Oh, I thought he was Lemon. Le, my bad.
Le, mhux Anselm, mhux
My bad.
Ovvjament, Lemon u too good for you, Leon himself, go way back. Il-fatt isem ta' Lemon stess u jitnejjek bisem too good for you li huwa Leon, għalek Lemon.
Yeah.
Naqalor.
Deep lore, man.
Now in this, they go back. Jansen back from the toilet, dik il-Burger Zing pancake għaddit minnu. And we'll see if the draft will start anytime soon. Ekle, jiena personalment eċitat nara how Griffin will be able to actually fight and try to claw their way from an immediate loss from Horizon. Ovvjament, again, I think it's going to be a very uphill battle għal Griffin. Griffin mhumiex through their own admission not performing the best. Inkelli, I'm going to be honest, pretty high hopes għalihom. It's a shame li they're not meshing perfectly. That said, I still think li maybe they are improving every other game. Hopefully, min jaf, ek ma jirpux illum, jibdaw jirpu mill-lum.
Yes, as you said, if you looked at their ranks before the tournament began, you would think this team would be performing really well. And unfortunately, they face some obstacles and they are currently split apart. We need to see if they can put themselves back together.
Players to watch, ovvjament għanna l-Ansem. I'm also a big believer of Song Somi. I think the guy is very clean. And the side of Horizon, I'm interested to see what Pullu pulls out. And ovvjament, my man Tim Pickus, always a consistent and good player. So 2 consistent bot AD carry players. And the jungle and mid lane are gonna see. Too good for you, ovvjament. Pretty respectably good player. Substitute for Reversio. Has actually played in a few, I think 1 UKEL game.
Alright.
The guy is very good at AD carry, but Hayurina, if he is a multi-lane talent, playing jungle, playing mid, playing top, and we'll see exactly what he can cook in the jungle role.
Yep, it's been open season all league long. I mean, players have been swapping in and out, and it's kind of confusing, don't you think?
Hafnam, I think that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
I think the more confusion, the better. And yeah, this is how league should be. And Ubdana, blue ban has started. Horizon choosing their ban wisely does end up being a Brom. Clearly, they want to play some sort of engage or poke or heavy team fight projectile based ability, as they do not want Kazuto's Brom. On the side of Griffin, I think. Okay, naħseb għaddik nismajt il-Warwick mill-loba l-oħra. Jimbaħ.
Warwick.
Hui Ben does come out. They want to play a mid laner who engage and does not want Hui to perma shove roams, or maybe even does not want a flex pick into the support role. We'll see what Horizon responds with. Both sides seeming to want heavy aggression this game, just based on those first 2 bans. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Stan, why did you mention Warwick?
Għax bada jimbaħ il-cap tijaj fil-background.
Oh, okay. Fair. I was like, what? Oh, Warwick
Lilia
got
bad.
buffed, so...
Warwick has gotten buffed u l-cap tijaj għandu ġuħ enormi mill-lider. Lilia, ban does come out, do not want to see Jarvan as a response. Interesting, the Lilia Jarvan.
Shen is still open.
Again, it seems like
Interesting.
Horizon does not want this game to drag out. They do not want safe picks. They want to force Griffin into playing aggressive early game picks just based off of their bans. They want them to pick a comp that goes in. Maybe they're trying to play some sort of counter engage or catch champs. We'll see what happens. Jarvan ban on the side of Griffin. I'm a bit interested now. What exactly is happening? Possibly they're trying to play some very strong hard shoving mid laner. Malzahar does come out, which is an interesting ban. Again, they do not want safe picks on the side of Horizon. And maybe, judging by how Griffin was playing, they may have actually wanted Malzahar, which would explain why Hui and Jarvan are banned. They may have wanted the Malzahar to just perma shove lanes mid lane, so that may actually be a very solid ban on the side of Horizon. Griffin's last ban coming out. 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Shen.
2,
Shen.
1.
That's
Zach
it.
comes out. Gator Gold Shen is open. Are they trying to bait for some sort of counter pick? We'll see. Or are they trying to get into Horizon's head, trying to convince them that the Shen pick is bad, only for them to not actually have an answer? We'll see what happens. Horizon. 10 seconds on the clock for their first pick. We do see a Caitlyn
Caitlyn.
B1. It is, of course, not the worst B1 in the world if you are picking an AD carry. I would have maybe liked to see a different role, though, because I do think this is going to 100% be a feast or famine match, and I don't think Caitlyn does particularly well into these comps, especially if Griffin gets a heavy engage comp. Tom Kench does come out, okay. Uh, Not exactly the worst pick from the side of Griffin. Decent response. Obviously, you can flex him top and support, though I'm imagining that's to support Tom Kench. Again. Thank you. And like we said, we're back on it. Ash comes out.
Ash, one of the best champions right now, comes out.
Ash,
so
one of the best champions right now. Manaf, maybe they're gonna try to pull out the new Korean Yumus build. We'll see how this goes. We're gonna see exactly what is happening here.
well, they
Ash
do
does come out.
have
I'm
2
gonna
picks,
honest,
so
I'm not a fan of the Ash pick, especially when we see Caitlyn and we get to come Kench. Personalmente, I think if we're gonna pick an AD carry here, we'd probably want something, maybe more like an AP carry if it's playable. In Kella, something like a Misfortune or a Kog'Maw, I feel would have done a lot better, maybe even a Jhin. But Ash has come out, I don't think it's horrible, and if they're trying to play this catch comp, it's honestly not horrible again. We'll see what is picked. Ornn is picked on the side of Horizon. That's may have just put a bit of a death sentence on the Ash. Nautilus coming
we
out.
have Nautilus. No,
I am
Rakan.
not.
Alright.
Okay. I was about to say I'm not a fan of that Nautilus hover. I feel like that gives the Ash and Tahm Kench way too much value. Rakan, a lot better, a lot something more that I would imagine that they actually want for the side of Horizon. We're gonna see what the last pick here is. Will they counter pick the top laner or will they blind pick a jungler? We'll see. I think a jungler here would be better, but it is the Shen coming out, taken away from Horizon. Basically saying, you fell for us, mind gaming you, thinking that we have a pick against Shen, but now we're gonna go Shen. Gator, then again, does know his in and outs for Shen, so we'll see exactly what does happen. Pretty even, I'd say. Uh, All in all draft for the side of both Horizon and Griffin.
Wait, isn't Ornn top lane? So
It is Ornn into Shen. Uh, Shen is generally a pretty decent matchup into Ornn, even though he can interrupt his ult pretty easily. Victor Man does come out. I am genuinely curious what exactly is about to happen here on the side of Griffin. I'm not too sure why there is a Victor ban. It may just be a strong champion that they want to play against. Nafiri ban comes out. Okay, now that's
that's
a
weird.
bit interesting.
Yeah, that's super
No.
weird, man.
Not sure exactly who they're banning out there. Nafiri doesn't really match with the Ash Tom Ken Shen comp that they're doing. But maybe
Oh,
they know something they don't. Maybe that's a Nafiri jungle ban.
oh dear, man. Oh, Victor, I think got buffed as well because his ult
Victor has
became like
Victor has
really
gotten
big,
very
you
much
know.
buffed.
So
That is 100% true.
as well.
I just don't think he really fits with the actual comps of the two teams. Oriana ban coming out. Hmm. So again, not particularly big on the Ori ban. Again, I don't think Oriana really fits with Horizon's comp. I am a bit confused on what's exactly going on here.
Oriana.
Oriana doesn't really go well. You would assume on Rakan, maybe they're trying to do some big wombo combo, but if you really think about it, the Rakan is not actually going to be the one initiating these fights. If anything, Ornn here is more of just a late game assurance and some sort of re-engage into the Tahm Kench Shen, which at that point you don't really want some sort of Oriana. You want something who can actually start or at least stop the fight himself. Maybe even something like an Irelia who invites the enemy team to come into him, maybe like an Aurora who can sort of play around with her W and her ult and sort of again let the enemy team walk into them, separating the front and back line. Maybe in a Cassiopeia if it's playable.
We do
A
see
Galio
the
ban does come out.
Wukong coming
Wukong!
out on Griffin's side here.
Wukong pick does come out on the side. I'm a very big fan of this Wukong. I think it makes a lot of sense. Again, they're playing this sort of, hey, you want to try to re-engage? Well, I'm going to play champions who can sort of fuck around with you and you can't really re-engage. Does go well. Aurora pick does in fact come out from the side of Team Horizon, like I said. Very smart pick. If it does get locked in here, it does manage to divide the Ashe and the Tahm Kench from the Wukong and the Shen, who are going to be playing separate. And of Xin Zhao here, I mean, nothing crazy here. We're just playing Xin Zhao to sort of match Wukong early game. Very strong responses from Horizon. We're going to see exactly what's going to sort of happen here when it comes to the last pick. There are a few picks in the mid lane who can save this. I am curious what they'll pick. Something like a Talia or a Kennen can probably actually neutralize Horizon's comp. Wait, Xin Zhao is not blocked yet. Is it a Skarner?
Oof.
It is, in fact, a Skarner. I'm gonna be honest, I think this is a small fumble on the side. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe they've voted. Nah, I think it's fine, actually. I'm gonna take back everything I just said. I think Skarner is perfectly fine here. Basically saying, look, I understand Wukong wants to comment to me, but I'm Skarner, so I'm just gonna face thank you. Yeah, I think Skarner is perfectly fine. I'm gonna take back everything I just said. There's very little picks that can save Griffin with the Rise pick. Okay.
They're all gonna teleport to Fountain.
I'm gonna be very honest. I think that Rise pick is kind of troll, but we'll see what Griffin manages to do.
Rice, I don't think we've even seen him once.
I would have
in
very
this,
much liked
league.
something more like a Talia to neutralize the engage from the Rakan or the Aurora, basically acting as a pseudo Poppy. I would have liked something like a Swain mid, you know, to sort of again invite them to go ahead, walk into me. I'm just gonna face tank you while my Wukong and my Ashe slowly kites you. Maybe even an Aurelia, I think would have played really fucking well here. Just with the same idea of like, come in, it's all good, you can go in. But Rise, I do not particularly understand here. Rise is going to have a really, really, really rough time playing into Aurora in the early game, and he's going to have an even harder time playing into Rakan, Ornn, and Caitlyn. He's never going to be able to jump onto Caitlyn. He can, of course, get some nice chunk damage on Ornn, but depending on how the Ornn plays, he may not even get that, especially if they're just playing for this long-range engage, which they might be doing with the Caitlyn, Ornn, and Aurora. We'll see what happens. But I will say this, Griffin has sort of put themselves in a very difficult position. We'll have to see how this plays out. Obviously, it's still anyone's game. Crazy things can happen, but again, very, very, very difficult side.
I'm really curious on why Horizon decided to go Ornn instead of Shen. I mean, what's Gator Gold thinking here?
So I'm thinking it's mostly because they want to play this long-range engage comp, which would explain their bans. The Brom ban probably again makes sense why they're banning Brom. Basically, they want to say if you can't really block my ultimate. Now, of course, Griffin could have played something like a Samira, but that locks them into an engage comp themselves, which then they can just draft as a counter engage on the side of like Caitlyn. Rakan is still fine. I think the main reason for the Shen not coming out is them basically saying we don't want to be the ones who go in, we want to be the ones who stop you from going in and then go back in ourselves.
Aurora has a lot of slow on the kit, right? So
It's her ultimate and her E. It's 75% slow on the ult and 80% on the E. So it is again gonna be really, really hard on the side of Griffin to actually really walk in and engage these fights. I would have much preferred a champion that either stops the engage on the side of Bino, I mean on the side of Horizon, for the re-engage, or a champion that sort of can flank like the Wukong, which the Shen can ult, and that they can sort of walk in with. We'll see. It still is anyone's game, but again, it's going to be a very difficult game for Griffin. Let's see in chat. Anyone in chat watching? Any predictions for who will get first blood this game?
My apologies because I was on a call really quickly.
All good, all good. I'm asking the chat, and also you can answer as well.
Mela, what's the
any ideas?
question?
Any questions on anyone thinks who will get first blood this game?
You know what? Actually, I think they'll try invading. Yes, they will
think
try
that-
invading this game.
Which side, Horizon or Griffin?
Horizon.
Okay, with Skarner, Warren, Rakan, Caitlyn, Aurora, I can kind of see it. Maybe Skarner can get a bit of a goofy E. Or Rakan can get a very nice W, we'll see. Man, my throat is completely fucking dry and I'm coughing a lot, but the show has to go on.
I mean, drink a lot, bro.
Yeah, I need some water. It's fine. We are a minute into the game starting. Let's see exactly how the games go.
Yep, 40 more minutes, 40 more seconds. Let's go. Let me show the predictions actually. So,
Yeah, of course,
as
13 to 1.
already discussed, pretty uphill battle. Horizon with 93% win rate, and Griffin with 7% win rate. So, okay, and now we go back in here because it's loading. Let's go. There we go. We do have skins on everyone except the Wukong.
Skin check. Wukong the only champion without the skin. And the game begins. And we do actually see a bit of a cheeky lane swap happening. Kazuto is going top with his Shen. And it is actually cheeky commander Labonbon himself playing support. On the side of Horizon, it seems like it's just business as usual.
Okay.
No one's really changing lanes.
No invades here. Just protecting the lanes.
No invades, they were just protecting mid lane, covering. Jan, Tim, and Pulu are walking up, trying to see if they can spot anyone out.
Ooh.
Mebusa here.
Did I see them? I don't know.
I don't think that Rise did. I think they're completely out of vision. The question here is, if this invade happens, will Mebusa die? The ward does come out and it does save him. Wow. What a... That was almost really bad. That was almost really, really bad on the side of Griffin. Electrocute plot does come out. Polo does land the Q.
Gets a quick electrocute, a cheeky electrocute there.
But of course, Rise's bomb plating does make that a little bit worse. Little known Aurora fact. You can actually Q auto, wait for bomb plating to proc, or like to finish, and then Q back, and you will still get the electrocute proc without the last bit of bomb plating to procs. Slight misplay on the side of Pulu, but it shouldn't matter. Very nice little trade again from Pulu, top lane. Zuto sort of demanding a tiny bit of lane pressure. But nothing crazy is happening so far. Both junglers seem to just be clearing. Raptor start on the side of Jan. Going Krugs red, probably looking for a full killer or a level 3 gank.
Let's see what Shem will do, if he will punish Kasutu for picking his pick, you know.
We'll see if
Okay,
he
we
knows
do
some more.
see Rakan,
Akek
they
does
got
jump
the
in.
level 2 in, so...
They are not respecting the level 2. Labonbon does get chunked to below half health. Very, very difficult early game. Caitlyn and Rakan, of course, do have a pretty strong level 2 with traps and with W. Cater Gold getting a slow push in on Kazuto. He is leaving himself open for a gank if he does not get the shoved in though. That said, will the Wukong be able to really punish the Ornn at all, even if he goes for the gank?
Wukong
And it
and
looks like he is
Janssen are
able to
both in
shove in
top
the
lane.
wave. They are both hovering top lane.
Yep.
This could be some sort of counter gank. Aurora Polu does, of course, push in the wave pretty hard. Billing the wave does miss the QE.
Pulu did miss everything, and so he
Reboost
takes
up,
that
very nice,
little
like
trade
you
there.
said.
Yep.
But Mibusta is still a potion down. And so realistically, I think in terms of health, provided Pulu uses his potion anytime soon, will still be favorable in the side of Pulu. Cheeky little Q here. Waiting for the bone plating this time.
Rakan
Macaque
does go
miss his
in,
W.
but misses his engage.
Engage in. Nice little Q.
Rice
W from
going
Mibusta.
in.
Nice little Rice poke. Very nice
Ooh,
little
wow.
EQ. This might be a kill on the side.
does
of
go
Anselm,
in,
plays it
Q,
correctly, and
flash,
he does
and-
go for it.
Damn!
Bluetooth Q auto on the side of Anselm. Very nice.
The flash for nothing, he falls all the same.
Pulu not respecting, not popping his potion early and then still staying in the middle of lane even when he does not know where the Wukong is. Meanwhile, in the
Let's
bot lane,
see
Cheeky
here.
Commander tanking a lot
Tahm
of damage
Kench.
with the Tahm Kench.
He does
Thus
get the
is forced to
flash out.
flash.
They are trading okay, a lot of damage from the side of Gator Gold, but he is running out of mana.
He is low on mana and they both still have TP. Kazuto in a pretty precarious position, but Janssen is on the bottom side of the map. I don't think this will get punished. Slow push on the side of Gator Gold. A way may very well be that Kazuto just needs to stay back, farm, and just slowly get the wave. Because no one is there to punish him at this moment. Will Timpek yes, and Macaque solely freeze this wave, forcing Era Streffi to stay, although it looks like they're just gonna take the L. Nice W from Macaque, but a good
Okay.
nice response. The trap does not connect. Cheeky
But
Commander
Jan
is
is
running
coming
into the Caitlyn,
in.
but Janssen
And
is right
Wukong
here.
is here
Era
as
Streffi
well.
flash, oh, there's a minion, and that may be the one
Ashe
reason
is
that
down.
the Caitlyn gets out, and... Damn, Macaque, kill on the side of Macaque. It's still not the end of the world for Griffin. It must sting though, Timpeki getting out because he did auto that minion. The wave does crash. It's still not the worst if you are on the side of Griffin. Timpix did just lose. Timpix did manage to lose a giant wave there bot lane. QE combo on the side of Pulu. Mibusta, nice response. He does miss the cannon.
Yeah.
Minus 90 or however much that is early.
Minus aura points, let's go.
Minus aura points for the side of Mibusta.
Pulu is running low on mana as well here, so...
He is running low on mana and he has no TP. It's not something you want to see if you're a jungler. And grubs are coming up. You'd have liked to see an earlier back here. Or at least here, he would have liked to see that he instantly shoves them backs if they are looking for... Later on, Janssen is still going for them. Macaque does roam. The Bonbon still bot lane. Choosing to say, you know, fuck it. Let's just give up these grubs. Let's give it to them. Maybe we can try to do a play bot side. Maybe get a Drake.
Yep,
It
they
is
do
control
need
void.
to rotate Drake now if they
Anselm
want to
is
get
walking
something
to the
in
Drake. This may
return.
just have been started. It seems like he's starting the Drake. Void grubs though already over. Will we see a response?
Ooh, Rakan
Macaque already
hovering
walking
in
down
the
to Drake.
jungle. He does engage on the
W onto me boost
rise.
now.
Ooh, okay, nice
Doesn't
dodge.
seem like much happens here.
Nice
Chenault
dodge.
is available. It looks though this just will be a simple trade. Grubs for Drake. Nothing crazy. Now Hextech Drake early game is not the worst, but also not the best Drake to get. So I think these grubs are slightly higher in value. But we'll see what happens. This may eventually snowball, of course, into a soul. We'll see. Or maybe it may be the difference between Team Horizon not getting the soul as early as they can. We'll see what happens exactly. Ornn has shoved in, but again, the monkey is bot lane. He cannot punish. Ward on the side of Erastrefi. If you are Horizon's bot lane right now, you are chilling. You just trim this wave and they cannot play the game. Nice little headshot comes in. Gator Gold messing up the QE, getting taunted on the tower, does eat a tower shot. But it is a wet noodle fight top lane. I'm gonna say it right now though, Griffin playing quite damn well for a team that is that behind in the prediction polls. Oh, Kazuto does get clapped, oversteps a tiny bit.
Oh, definitely. There's only a 1k gold difference between them right now, so. Still a lot of room for Griffin to come back here.
Now we're talking about strictly scaling. Obviously, Team Horizon is just got the edge on scaling, so if this game continues goes even. Once we hit that 3-4 item spike, realistically, Horizon are just gonna slowly start winning. So I would like to see a bit more activity on the side of Griffin. Seems Shen backing and most likely TPing back to his tower. We do see the TP come out. Yancel has full clears, his blue buff is up. He'll probably back and start walking towards top side. When it comes...
Let's
second.
see. Oh, not that. Okay, okay. I mean, Yasin still has more gold, even though Wukong has a kill.
Let me check something real quick.
They're just continuing to play the game as normal. Pretty sure we won't get anything too fancy right now. Maybe they're just waiting for another Grubs, which will be spawning soon here.
Grubs is spawning in 50 seconds. Very low aggro game from both sides. 1k gold lead for the side of Team Horizon. I think that's strictly through CS. Yep,
They
seems
are
like it.
contesting, yeah, the scuttle goes
Nice
to
little
red
steal.
team.
Again though, if you're the side of Griffin, you know your ass is on a ticking clock. You are waiting for them to slowly outscale you.
Cater does take 2 hits there from the tower.
Of course, it's something you don't want to see. Now, Gator does constantly have prio on this top lane, so you would like Ansem to start punishing him, especially as these grubs are about to spawn in 5 seconds. Ansem we see making his way to the top lane. He does have no camps. Jansen, of course, finishing his gromp, ready to go to the grubs.
Okay, Polo is going back, so but he has the P, so he's going back.
He does have TP, so he's not gonna get punished here. They are fighting around grubs. Ash arrow does come in. Will it hit? Jansen barely misses.
Ansem is in the
Fight
middle of
has
the
broken
pit,
out.
going in.
Cyclone comes out on the side of
Kazuto,
Wukong. He still has a second one. Massive
oh wow,
ultimate
3-man
on the
ult.
side of Jansen. Very
Oof.
nice little Skarner ult, and this may be the difference between them winning and losing the grubs fight.
Can he
Cheeky command
actually get
giving the
Jansen?
Scorpion
No.
a taste, but it does not seem like it is enough. Mekek Wing and ulting. They are going very hard for this guy, but he does kill. They do kill him in the end.
That 3-man ult was insane, damn.
Polo opting for the Black Torch build, my man. Playing for this mid-late game team fight, which of course they are guaranteed to win because they do have the better comp. Saying, hey, I will give up a little bit of early game damage by not building Ludens if it means I get to have an amazing mid-late.
Okay, so I'm starting to wonder what this Rise can do at this point, cause... Yeah, that was definitely not a good pick at all.
Rise, of course, going Road of Ages build, trying to contest and do something in this mid to late. Will Horizon just give over this Drake like nothing happened? I feel like this is a mistake. They may have decided, you know what, we wasted too much on grubs. Let's just give them the Drake. 2 Drakes on the side of Griffin.
Okay, can't they get Soul? But it is a Cloud Soul, so not that good either.
You would think, but Cloud Soul is actually the strongest soul in the game. At least purely through statistics, Cloud Soul, I believe 3% above the second strongest soul being being Mountain.
Really? The move speed does that much difference?
You would be surprised how much 20% move speed changes the game. But we will see exactly how this game will go. It may be that from this point on, Horizon will just not let Griffin get a single other Drake, which of course move speed on Aurora. On Rakan, as we see an ult from the Aurora,
There. Okay, but
maybe a tiny bit overzealous.
okay, Shen going in as
Shen
well.
ult comes out.
He
The
does
taunt
miss the
barely
taunt.
misses. It is a short taunt.
And Orange just taking platings like there's no tomorrow here.
On having a buffet top lane, enjoying the fact that the Shen is no longer here.
Ooh,
Anselm
okay.
just getting face tanked by this disgusting Scorpion.
Okay, Cater does think more tower shots there. Oh wow, he's
And this is
in
what I
kill
mean.
range.
Outside of the armor reduction on Wukong's Q, they don't really have a way to deal with the Ornn or the Skarner. And I think that might be just what ends Griffin. Ansar missing the W, sadly. Will they contest this Herald? I feel like contesting this Herald is a big mistake. Honestly, both teams don't really want this. Herald, of course, being the most situational objective in the game.
The trap though.
The Roa Rise is quite tanky. Aurora's finding it quite difficult to deal with him. But of course, that is basically until she finishes her Shadow Flame or Liandry, depending on what she goes. I'd like to see a Shadow Flame here. I don't see the enemy comp being too tanky that she shouldn't have to go. Just straight damage from this point out. Very nice little W from Kazuto, managing to block and basically forcing Ornn to tank so many tower shots there.
If only he had taunt up actually.
If we had taunt up there, that may have been a solo killer very close. Rise, of course, getting caught out by Le Scorpion. The
Beyond
ultimate does
ult.
connect.
Ornn ult misses.
Manages to flash out the Ornn, but it will not be enough as he goes down. And now Kazuto in a very precarious position.
The
As he
flash.
does. I feel like he didn't have to flash there, but it's fine. Choosing to play safe. Deciding not to go in. Macaque does manage
They
to
are
get taunt,
still
but
on
there is
Shen,
so
yeah.
much damage. Cleanse does come out. Caitlyn ult also comes out. Anselm does engage on Pulu in the mid lane. Pulu saying, hey, where you going? Come back. I'm gonna keep fighting. Very nice spacing by Era Estrafi.
Rakan missing these engages.
Missing the engages, although to be honest, realistically, the Ashe should be so far back and with flash that you're never going to be able to jump on her. They do just want to shove and get this back going. Again, the next objective
Ooh,
on the map is
Pullu.
this Cloud Drake spawning in a minute. Pullu getting a very nice chunk. The ult does come out. Ansem's flash does has to go out. That will not be available for the next Drake fight. However, of course, neither will Aurora's ultimate. We'll see which one is more important.
I think he missed the cannon though.
He did in fact miss the cannon. Sag in the chat. Ulu does have a nice matchup into the Shen. He is going Liandry's. Maybe a slight mistake, but maybe they're worried that no one will be able to deal with the Tahm Kench and the Shen's health pool, as well as the Rise's health pool now that he's going Groa. I would personally still like Shadow Flame due to Aurora's passive doing the percent health damage. But we'll see. Macaque does choose the W in here. This might be a slight mistake, but he does manage to just E out, so nothing happens. I'm not gonna lie, very boring bot lane. But as the Herald does get
Yanko's
spawned,
into Warwick, but doesn't choose the
but
Percy.
nothing once again happens. Again, Horizon 5k gold up just from small leads. Engage from Mekek, flash to hit secure the ult,
flashes.
but Cheeky Commander barely saves his AD carry.
Shen
Shenlong
comes
comes out
in.
on top of the Tom Kench. This may be a massive engage. Taunt does not hit.
Oh, there we go.
The Ashe
Alright, let's
is
go,
pumping
Griffin.
out damage.
But Jan is very, very tanky over here.
Mid laners both playing on locked cameras. They're not reacting to this fight. Ashe is right-clicking. Cheeky Commander re-engages. Look at the little tiny bits of damage, but it's just not enough.
Man. They are way too tanky for them.
Answer comes in, manages to actually pick up Tim.
That's
but this
come
may
in for a
be the
cheeky
end.
kill.
Huge
And
W, nice little
he
juke.
jukes them all.
Will it be enough? I think it's not.
Oof.
Ashe does manage
Oh,
to come here,
no.
but now the Ashe might just be
Oh,
dead
no.
as well.
Ashe. She does manage to get out. She manages to get out. Wow.
And it looks like no one will actually get the Drake, but it is a giant again. Even another big gold swing on the side of Team Horizon. They are now 6k gold ahead. And how big will this gap keep growing as they also have champions who just outscale mid-game? Again, like I said, due to the nature of their comps, it is a very upward hill battle for the side of Griffin, one which they don't seem to be winning. But again, it's still anyone's game. One big team fight is all it needs to manage to turn around this gold swing. One Baron misplay, one Drake play, that's all that's needed. So we'll see what keeps happening. TP from Aurora mid lane. Macaque scanning, saying, hey, we want this damn Drake. But now, La Bonbon Cheeky Commander saying, hey, I'm not allowing you to have vision without me having some vision too. As Macaque does engage with the ultimate.
Wow, they are engaging on
Now,
this.
is there a Skarner ult? It does not seem like it. Skarner ult is down. Ashe ult comes out. TP from the Shen. This may be a huge re-engage. Ashe ult comes out. I would have liked them to just focus the Skarner here instead of jumping on the Caitlyn.
Take one pick. Jan is
Very
pretty
big
low
Ornn
as
ult.
well.
They're very low. Ornn headbutts 2 to death.
There we
Kazuto
go.
does manages to pick him up, but they're just
But
way
he
too
will
low.
go down probably. Yeah, there we go.
We do have Wukong, we do have Rise. Between Worlds does come out, and that
wow.
is just a dead Rise.
And they are going to chase down the Wukong as
Cyclone
well.
comes out now, but it's just a bit too late. Feel like that was a bit of a... Oh, he does step into the trap. Is that enough to kill him? I doubt it. Pullo playing crazy aggressive. He wants to kill the monkey. Again, I think this is another fight without them actually getting Drake. Or will they? This is on a ward on the side of Team Griffin, but they seem to be just saying, give them the Drake, it's fine.
That is going to be a very slow Drake.
I would have liked Chen there to not focus the Caitlyn and just jump on the Skarner and the Ornn. I feel like just playing front to back, especially when you have more members there, is the better play at this stage of the game. But there is an argument for also zoning the Caitlyn. So, you know, hindsight is again 2020.
Okay, I mean, nothing is happening right now, so... They are hovering for Baron. They might, we might see a fight happening up here. Aurora ult onto Ashe and Ashe goes down.
Aurora does not care. She is not building burst. She will one-shot the Ashe. Now, is this enough of a timer where maybe they can try to look for a Baron? Do not manage to catch out the Aurora. Aurora barely just makes it out. This Rise
Baron.
has finished his Rod of Ages.
Horizon starts Baron here. It is taking a lot of time to take this down though. Can Griffin respond in time?
The game is, of course, looking incredibly hard at this stage in the game. They do have 2.5 items. It's 23 minutes in. They do finish the Baron. They cannot contest. and their comp makes it so that they can't really win these mid to late game team fights. Rise will probably finish Seraph's on this back. This is arguably his strongest point in the game. But
Correct.
he's just so behind that I doubt he will be able to do anything.
Griffin decides not to contest there. Not the decision I would have gone for personally. Because now with this burn, they're just going to take so many objectives. And Griffin is already behind, so this will just
Whether they
get
take the
worse
objectives or
and
not,
worse.
that is still 1500 gold on the side of Horizon. It is so much money that you cannot afford to give. And again, and I think we've seen this movie, although Ash does barely go down again. We've all seen this movie happen before, and we're watching the sequel. What a shame. And if you are on the side of Team Griffin, things are not looking good. I'd like to talk more, but my throat is killing me. As Jan does choose to just say, hey, let's not fight here. We'll just take some vision, and I'll throw a rock at him.
They'll just take down tier 2 turret over here. And then they'll push for tier 3. Maybe they want to take this inhibitor down. We'll see how it plays out.
Orn items are starting to come into play. That gold lead is just going to be absolutely gigantic on the side of Team Horizon. It looks like it's 12k. It's probably bigger due to those Orn items.
Young goes in. Grabs the Ash. Oh, wow.
Ooh, the Ash ult. I mean, the Tom Kench does manage to save the Ash from the Skarner ult. And Aurora ult is down. Are they going to look for a re-engage? Orn ult comes out, hits both the Tom Kench and the Shen. Bellows breath.
Griffin
I mean, yeah.
very low here.
A bit of a misplay on the side of Horizon, but realistically, Griffin cannot capitalize on it. Wasting basically 3 ults, but they just can't do anything. They really cannot do anything.
Another tier 2 tower gone down here. And we see a reset for that dragon.
Griffin officially 10k gold behind. Probably 12, 13k, counting Orn items.
Can Griffin turn it around? I think not, honestly.
I think this is just going to be a slow death as Horizon's champions simply outscale Griffins with them having a gold advantage.
They should realistically try and collapse on this Aurora here. Oh, we see 2
Massive
flashes.
ultimate on the side of Ansem. Huge
Ansem
cyclone.
falls down.
Will it be enough to actually turn this fight around? Huge damage. Tim will probably go
Wukong
down.
creeps
The order is
going
starting
on
to go
onto
down.
Rakan.
This is what I mean. It's still
Oh
anyone's
my
game 'cause
god,
you can always
alright,
throw.
yo.
But
But Pullo gets 1 kill on their
Pullo
side.
does manage to catch out the Shen, and there are no objectives. And that must be so bad. A little, maybe probably at least try to force down the mid tower. Pullo is coming in. He barely misses the QEQ on the right, so he does not get a kill.
Mabusta should be really careful here.
And of course, the Tom Kench not giving a crap that he's a support. He's gonna run in and he's gonna keep autoing. Again, I feel like there is a bit of losing to Shopkeeper here, but it doesn't matter
Wow,
because Bigusta gets a
okay.
massive shutdown. And man, what a massive throw on the side of Team Horizon.
Pullo is still with the bounty here. A 600 gold bounty.
Now, hopefully, does feel good at least on the side of Team Griffin. Maybe giving them some copium. The next objective on the map is Baron spawning in 33 seconds. We'll see exactly what happens here.
The gold lead has been narrowed to just 7k in just that team fight alone.
That said, Ornn has upgraded 4 items. So realistically, that gold lead is still quite larger than it actually shows, and it's just gonna keep growing. So hopefully Griffin can keep up this momentum. They can maybe find another nice pick around the Baron and hopefully turn a giant gold swing here. Because honestly, this will be their last damn hurrah. I fully think that the next team fight may be the last of the game. But we'll see.
They are definitely going for this burn over here. We will see this last team fight in the burn pits.
I hope they don't just give the Baron. I feel like that would be a massive mistake. Aurora barely managed to hit the E, but does not hit the Q. He's going for this team fighting build with Malignance, Liandry's, and Blackfire Torch.
They do find
Nice
Rise
catch
out.
onto the Rise. This may just be a death sentence, but on the other side of the map, they have managed to catch out the
Pulu
Aurora.
is throwing here. And Horizon does start burn. Can Griffin make it in time?
I doubt that they can. It was a nice catch onto the Aurora, but they were on the wrong side of the map at the wrong time.
Tom Kench! Can he Q? Q, Tom Kench, Q!
And again, it may have been 2 catches on 2 sides of the map, but Aurora being caught there, not on the side of Baron, is lot less worth than Rise getting caught near Baron.
Tom Kench did not Q, and now Griffin will QQ.
And I fear the game may be over, but we will see. Maybe Horizon does one last throw, and Griffin is able to capitalize on it. That said, I am quite doubtful. Quite a bit of losing to Shopkeeper on the side of Griffin. Rise going for this mid-late scaling build, but realistically he had to capitalize with the rest of his team in the early game. I would have liked to at least see some sort of Seraph Ludens build. Similarly, on the side of Tom Kench, you need to be strong early game. I would have liked to see Heartsteel, completely ignoring the fact that he's a support and just playing for his own damage. Now we've reached the mid game comfortably. Everyone is on their 3 items, some even on their 4th. And really, if you're Team Griffin, you are absolutely crying.
Horizon has the better scaling here, so it's just a matter of time.
Cloud Drake is up. I'm assuming Horizon will just pick that up. Realistically, if you're Griffin though, you can't be... I wouldn't even collect this wave top of IMASH. I'd say we need to try to fight and get some picks. I saw Aurora was recalling, maybe we can force a 4v5. Griffin chooses not to. But like I said, this will probably just be a slow burn on the side of Horizon.
Gator and Dion making their way bot lane to try and hit this tower.
Jan throwing a Jebla at Kazuto. Much like the GIF is got Liba, and he does go away.
Yep, he got nuked, man.
Jan trolling a bit, running it out of the side of the map. Doing a little funny. Gator Gold, massive two-man knock-up. The Rakan is able to ring and he's just disappeared. Aurora does not even manage to barely touch him. And the game's over.
They just got nuked.
Ansem trying to do something, but it's just too late. And Horizon will just end out the game. Man,
Amazingly done by Horizon.
and we'll see who the MVP is by the end of the game. If I had to nominate someone on the side of Team Horizon, it's a bit hard. I think it's very much a team effort. Obviously, Polo, due to the building getting so fed, does have an insane amount of damage. On pure consistency, I probably put Gator. I think being able to put so much pressure as an Ornn, especially against the Shen, did kind of win them the game. And also matching his TPs, matching Shen out with his TP, did win them a solid 3 early game fights. But yeah, honestly, I'm fine with whoever they want to send. I see Janssen is in casters only, so
Yeah, I think Janssen is over there, so.
he is in fact the.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Janssen. Will you be the MVP for the interview?
ħatma ġi minn tiegħi. I mean, nista.
Le, alright. Ma xammur ma xaħatti or no problem. Yeah, I don't think it's Janssen though. Yo, what's going on now?
I have no idea. Janssen is in MVP interview.
Hello.
But Polo's here.
Okay.
Hello, Polo.
Batoni.
Alright, Pullo, let's go.
Alright.
Alright.
I have to ask, as someone who plays a lot of Aurora,
Yeah,
what was the idea behind the Malignance? Is it just because you want to just perma-fight at 3 items and you just need your ult up as soon as possible, or?
honestly, just ġobni l-item ta' bro. Just l-ultimate massa tmur vera tajab maħħa. So.
Fair enough. Hanetek, how did you feel the Rise matchup went early? As I thought it was a bit shaky. I'll be honest, I want your opinions on it.
Honestly, man, dik il-flash ma nafx il-Bluetooth auto tek najdira jena tal-Wukong ħazditni, man. Għonċet nistenni għajtu għal, man. Ma il-pija rajt ħassajta ta' ħasadni, tani challenge, actually.
It's always nice to hear. Anchronis, I think early game, vera la tajba. I know it's not exactly the easiest matchup for both players. Ovvijament kanna losing to Shopkeeper with the Roa. Ekat majtni I am a strong believer in Storm Surge Rise, imma naturalment. Bux kulħat jaqbel miħaj. My question for you, but yeah, how did you feel you went in those mid-game fights? Any questions on them? Any statements for them?
No, honestly, tajbin kienet ħafna. Like, konna jisu kif tajt, xini kien ma jisa, konna insin kolla kemm aħna, konna nafu xiridu namlu, konna labu l-ura. U speċi.
U il-pjan kienet, speċi we're playing għal dawk il-mid-game fights. Ejja tu għom zewċ Drakes u just morru għal grabs għalli we can try to end as soon as possible once we get into team fight, jew kienet forsi xi ħaġa li just evolvat.
Għamil persen da Caitlyn u dejjem jaqbillek mur għal grabsu. Forsi tu tarit batu so.
So you were fine speċi ta' tijom il-hex tech ta' tijom lotion li game mux laqwa li ġibtu dawk il-6 grabs.
Eżatt, it's fine, un iġib il-lidi su mit-tarit, you know, iġib il-gold minn un bat iġib il-dragons ta' wara, mux problema, you know. Laqwa li ma taqax l-ura u. Li ma ġarax, luckily.
Nik maġraċ mbar. L-axar mistoqsija, mbat nistaqsik mistoqsija oħra. So, fil-realtà, zewġ mistoqsijiet. Meta both mid-laners ġew caught out fis side lanes qabel bdew il-Baron, dik kienet nassumi kienet xi pjan, was it like consciously ħanet mur top lane u ħan nisforzaħħom jiġu jippruvaw joqtluni ħalli nieħdu Baron, jew kienet dik just sort of like naqta happy accident?
Stenna, ta' bot lane, tajt fejn.
Ta' bot lane.
Dak nkun ismi għakaw għamilt play vera ħażina, il-play kienet li nġibhom kollha lejja li hekk ġara. Imma mbagħad pereżempju ġast noħroġ bl-Aurora Ultimate u ili naqa ma jelaba u flashejt barra mill-ultimate nkun honest.
Rajta dik jien.
Yeah.
Il-kampent tijak. Dar eżatt kvassejtek.
Le, għalli għamilta fajda bella, ma isfajr. Jidġru.
U Timmy jgħidlek li għandek ego kbir jaq. Insomma, l-axar mistoqsija qabel nejlek li l-estejna sa' ma tiġtejdinna xaħġa oħra. Għandek any suggestions għal griefing, speċi xamlu tajjeb, speċi jamlu aħjar, when it comes to the game, draft, anything.
Onestament, ma nafx tax najd, għax. Ma nafx jek per eżempju champions jħossu għom xkomdi għax dik li najt il-team tijaj, insomma għara li champion li tażel għalli tkun komdu fuq u speċi taf il-limits tijaw għek għax jek titħol champion labtu darba darbtej. Għaxej tiġat li ftil-loba speċi, you know, so. Iktar just mill-li draft għara li tkun komdu fuq il-champion nara jena. Ma dakx naħseb jena.
U fejn taħseb li forsi, you know, bdew jitilfu l-loba jew ħassejt li was a big mistake li they should sort of look out for in future games?
Asna, ftax ġarax mid-game jisammiet għat il-loba. Ma fx najdlek tafu għadik għalissa, ma tanċ niftakar il-loba daqsik. Għax ħafna team fights jisom tilfu, so forsi iktar coordinated fit team fights forsi.
Fair enough. Mela, grazzi għal-ħin tijak pollu.
Thank you, Mitko.
Grazie.
Ciao, guys.
Grazie. Ciao. Thanks.
Ciao.